Hello there, Taurus. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to your September, somehow already, 2022 general overview. We are going to be doing our typical, traditional, whatever Celtic cross with our tarot and then 2 oracle cards at the end to get any additional messages Spirit has for you. And before we jump into the reading, we're going to be using our singing bowl to clear any lingering energy that does not belong here to you all, to connect to you as a collective, and then as a collective to Spirit, to receive the most accurate and necessary message for you at this time. So, let's just go ahead and get into it. Alright, let's see what we've got for Taurus at this time. Spirit, speak to me and through me to the Taurus collective, please. What messages do they need right now? What energy is here for them? Spirit, speak. Current energies 2. God damn it, what? Why did that even come out of my mouth? 7 of coins. Hierophant. Oh, 9 of cups in your recent past. Temperance in your near future. There it is. 2 of pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. Let me see. Let's move this all up a little bit. Alright, advice from Spirit. Sorry. Jeez Louise. 7 of Wands. So we have 2 7s here so far. Wait, and there's our 777. There you go. The Hanged Man. External energies, Pisces energy, 6 of Wands. And the Mother of Swords as your outcome. Okay. You are currently in a phase where you are trying to figure out if you really love what you're doing, if you're getting what you're worth, if your effort is being matched with the proper income. So you're just kind of taking a look around, kind of maybe even evaluating your budget, sitting down, putting together a budget, see what you have incoming and what you have outgoing. And maybe if the outgoing is more than the incoming, you're like, okay, well that means I need to increase my incoming. So now you're trying to think of ways you can add to your income, whether that is changing positions, asking for a raise, raising your prices if you work for yourself. You could have been working really hard to increase your value and up your skills, kind of raise your skill level so you can then raise your prices. So I think you're at this point where you're kind of like, you're ready to raise your prices, you're ready to make more money, you're ready for your income to well exceed your outgoing, right? What's crossing you? The Hierophant. There's a tradition, there's some sort of school could be a challenge for you, college, maybe you're just feeling a lot of pressure to go to college or to get some sort of formal education, very traditional ways of thinking, expecting, believing. This could be maybe a challenge for you because you're not in a space where you really want to be traditional at this point. Maybe you're kind of breaking out of this like religion, marriage, all of these things very by the book, very traditional. But I don't see you wanting to kind of subscribe to this anymore. Maybe you're pushing back, like, I don't know if I ever want to get married. I don't know if I want to have kids. I don't know if I want to go to church anymore. I don't know if I want to go away to college. It's really questioning maybe your entire belief system. Because Taurus traditionally are pretty traditional. I don't know why I said that word twice. I knew I was going to use traditional, so why'd I use it the first time? Who knows? You are typically a very traditional person, someone who really likes structure and boundaries and limits and like waking up at a certain time, doing this at a certain time. You don't really like change. So for you to kind of push back on this and be like, I don't know if this really suits me anymore. I don't know if this is right for me anymore. You're just kind of really evaluating what's in your life and what your next step is. I feel like if you are expected to go off to college and like now, maybe you just got there and you're like, I don't know if this is for me. I don't really feel like this is the right fit. So maybe you're thinking about just going for a semester, trying it out, and then dropping out. Something that is a little less traditional. And it could be presenting as a challenge because if you are younger and you are still in school, still in college, you could have a lot of influence through your parents. And that might not be what your parents want for you. They could want you to take this traditional path. School, work, family, like all of these things, I feel like they kind of want to have you check off. And it's like, that's not necessarily the path that I want to take. So it could be just a little bit challenging for you to navigate through these crossroads. I feel like you're at kind of a crossroads right now with which direction you're going to go, a more traditional route or a little less traditional route. In your recent past, 9 of Cups. This is such a sweet, sweet energy, and it just gave me goosebumps feeling this energy. It's just so sweet and content and just like wishes coming true and being so, so, so happy with the way that your life is going, with the direction that you're heading. You could just be feeling really loved and very supported as we move into this Temperance. That's what this card indicates. It's the most supporting and loving card in the deck when it comes to like spirit. Very, very, very much letting you know you are here. We are here. You are supported and you are being guided. Absolutely. So if you're feeling nudges towards something, follow those and know that it's spirit kind of trying to illuminate this path for you. This is also a card of deep healing. There could be coming up for you a phase, maybe after you get all of this sorted, after you kind of figure out which path you do want to take, you kind of go through this phase of, okay, now it's time for me to heal those parts of me that maybe experienced trauma, kind of forcing myself into this box that I didn't really fit in. Especially if it's church, there could have been spiritual trauma. Kind of being fed all of this stuff that doesn't necessarily resonate with you, but you're trying to conform to it. You're trying to force yourself to fit into this thing that you didn't necessarily agree with. That can in turn, again, create some trauma, could create some sort of disconnect within yourself. So I see you reconnecting to yourself. I see you healing parts of yourself that maybe were affected, and then moving into a really loving, sweet, supportive, elevated space. In your mind space right now, what's calling a lot of your focus? 2 of Pentacles. This is creating balance between your work life and your home life, between play, creating a balance between maybe your social life and getting school. I don't know why, but again, I'm getting school. So I feel like if you are on a college journey and you have recently gone back to school, I feel like you're really putting a lot of focus on how you can maximize both experiences, how you can have a social life and make new friends and connections and do all the things that you're supposed to do in college and have all the experiences that you feel like you're supposed to have, but also while doing your schoolwork, while focusing on grades, and while focusing on your future. I feel like you really want to be able to balance those two. And if you are graduated and you're already in the regular adult world, this is just you wanting to balance out how much work you do with how much family time you have, or free time, or friend time, or hobby time, whatever. You're just really wanting to bring into balance two aspects of your life. What is in your subconscious? There is something big coming, some sort of fated event coming, and your subconscious can feel it. So maybe that is why it is... What the fuck is that? Being more persistent with the signs, kind of nudging you to come out. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, damn. Sorry, I didn't mean to curse so much, but geez Louise. Because your subconscious is kind of in this destiny, like destiny awaits, there's something coming that's gonna shift your trajectory, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening to me. Your subconscious could be connecting to spirit even more now and like downloading even more dreams. You could be receiving some guidance towards this big shift in your dreams. I feel like this has something to do with it. Maybe once you get off this path, once you kind of accept that your values maybe don't match up to whatever this is anymore, you're able to follow these guided steps so you can reach this even sooner. I would say journal about your dreams if you're having kind of these weird dreams that feel very realistic, that feel very you, but maybe in a different time, space, dimension, whatever. Follow that and kind of keep it in the forefront as you move through your day, because I feel like you might be seeing some bits and pieces of your dreams in your waking life, and that could be the guidance that spirit is trying to provide to you through your subconscious, through your dreams. Advice from spirit: let your light shine, be yourself, be every version, every facet. I feel like you are so multifaceted, and a lot of people don't get to see that because they just see kind of one side to you, but it's like you have so many different talents and you have so many different interests, and you have a lot of light, inner light to shine. Spirit just really wants you to embrace that and to let it shine and to not dim it, to not hide it, to not keep it from people for fear that it will attract moths instead of butterflies, that it will attract ne'er-do-wells, like, I don't know, whatever it is that you're afraid of, people seeing you. Maybe you're afraid to be seen. Maybe you're afraid of a spotlight. But there is something within you that needs to be shared, that needs to be shown. I do feel like there is a really large leadership quality within you, and that if you share your ideas and your points of view, you will gain a following of people who are like-minded, who have maybe never even heard a perspective like this. You could be changing a lot of people's minds with it as well, is what I'm getting. So share your opinions and your thoughts and your point of views. Don't keep them so close to your chest for fear that they're weird or you'll be seen as different or strange or unacceptable. You are none of those things. You are a bright, beautiful, shining light, and you are loved and you are accepted, no matter the version, no matter the time, the space, whatever. You are loved. And you're eventually going to be seen. So you may as well just be seen for what and who you are, right? So let your true light out. Let your true light shine. Energies around you. The Hanged Man. You could be seeing a lot of evidence, again, of people changing their minds, changing their perspective on things. And I feel like you could have a lot to do with this. Although this energy is external to you, it could be influenced by you. There's nothing to say that you aren't influencing this kind of shift in perspective for people. I feel like it's a direct result of this. Your hopes and your fears. You want to leave chaos and competition and confusion and combative energy in the past. You want to rise above it. You want to let it go. You want to transcend past and just be free. You want to fly free. You don't want to be held down by people's attitudes, people's pettiness, the drama, the kind of everyday human bullshit that we can get tied up in. You don't want to be a part of it anymore. You want to rise above it. You want to be free of it and just kind of fly away towards your own happiness, towards your victories. This is a card of victories and overcoming. The Five of Wands, which comes right before this, indicates some sort of competition. And there has to be a winner, right? This is showing up to let you know that you are the winner. You are the victor. In any situation that you find yourself in, you are going to come out on top. Whether that is an actual, like, winning a trophy or winning some sort of award, a job, whatever it is, it doesn't even have to be to that level. But for you, it's going to feel like a victory. If that makes sense. And your outcome. Mother of Swords. This is always such an interesting energy to me. Swords are not ever really my favorite. They can be a little bit harsh. They can be a little bit cutting with their tongue, not really knowing, because they're very emotionless. I'm trying to think of how to say this and not make it come off like they're just cold bitches. But that's kind of the energy that the Mother of Swords gives off. She's no bullshit. She's no nonsense. You don't really have to guess what she's thinking because she will absolutely tell you. You don't really have to prod her to talk to you or tell you how she feels, because she will almost instantly tell you exactly how she's feeling. And if she doesn't like something, she's going to cut it off. I feel like this is you. You're going to be embracing this energy even more and stepping into a queen energy, maybe out of a page. If you are younger, you could be working on your communication skills, your debating skills as well. And just kind of, I see you talking more. I see you expressing yourself more. I see you communicating with people more as well. Which is all very good things, especially if you've been very quiet and kind of kept things close to you for fear, again, of being called weird or whatever else. Alright, we had Rabbit and Eagle came out with it as well. That's very much like predator and prey energy. Alright, and now let's do our Seasons of the Witch decks. I have combined all three of my decks into one mega obnoxiously large deck. These cards were already bigger than regular tarot cards, but now I can barely hold them. So let's see. Spirit, speak to me and through me to Taurus. What additional? Okay. Seduction. Excuse me? Yes, I do feel like you guys have a lot of sex magic, if you will, and a lot of seductive energy. You guys are beautiful, beautiful souls, beautiful people. Whoa. Take it easy, doggos. Alright, let's read about seduction. This one is from the Shawan Oracle. All right, passion. Ooh, manipulation. Not great. Don't love that word. Sex is the ultimate in desire and temptation. It is not the act of sex that betrays our resolve. It is the delicious journey of passion and pleasure that leads to it. It is a rush of excitement we feel when another can sense our darkest desires and bring them to the surface. It is a loss of control, the desire to act at once to find freedom and submission. The act of seduction is powerful. It is birthed in passion and sensuality, but beware, seduction is rarely as it seems. It can also be an act of manipulation. It is the rose that promises you much, only to leave you pierced by its thorns. Beware of the sweet song of seduction when it comes into your spread. Are a few moments of pleasure worth a lifetime of regret? This card reminds you of the consequences found on the road of temptation. Are you allowing others to manipulate you with grand schemes that are too good to be true? Is it time to break It is time to break temptation's hold. It feels good to feel moments of love, acceptance, perhaps abundance, or fun, but be mindful of the cost of such moments. These experiences are free. You do not have to sacrifice your morals, values, or integrity to make another person happy. If someone asks you to do something that feels wrong, know that it probably is. Trust your intuition and follow your heart when temptation comes knocking. Okay. Rabbit. Afraid of everything, overwhelmed, frozen. I hope this isn't you guys. The rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle, which came out with it, that's crazy, will swoop down and eat him. He talks and talks and talks about it so loudly, in fact, that one day the eagle hears and thanks him for the great idea. Rabbit energy is alive when we are scared, most often about the future, and we become our own worst enemy. We spin up a dust cloud of fear and then complain to others that we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words, O rabbit. They shape your destiny. When in balance, sensitive, problem solver, good listener. When out of balance, over-explains, talks fast. To bring into balance, a day of silence. Well, that is an interesting idea. I don't see you staying in this energy for very long. Honestly, if this is the energy that you're currently in as you analyze like what your next move is, what you're going to do at this crossroads, but I don't see you staying in this kind of place of fear. You might be temporarily frozen, but not for long. You're going to move out of it quickly, and you're going to move on to being expressive and communicative and open and not scared and silent. But in order to get there, this day of silence might actually be a really good thing. While you're in this state, this contemplative, evaluative state, maybe recluse a little bit and don't really communicate with anybody. I don't know. Alright guys, I will see you next time. I love you all so very, very, very much. I'll see you later. Bye.